depression, which we already know a lot of, has a high societal burden. And one of the best treatments out there is what you depict here is that the patient gets a piece of pen and paper, he takes it home, he writes what he does every hour for 2 weeks, he brings that back to the psychologist and they look at it together and see which kind of activities are actually promoting healthy behavior, which is actually promoting bad behavior. So they work this thing out and then they make a new schedule for the next week, write it down every hour, do this, shut down your brain, just follow the plan, and it has actually a huge impact. It works. But as you probably know, this is a high demand on this clinical personnel, on the psychologist. It's a lot of hours and it's only one-on-one. So very few people get this opportunity. So we thought, how could we make it a cost-efficient method, bring it out to a lot of people at the same time, while still make it personalized. It should know what you're doing every time, and it should at the same time be around you all the time. So that's this little fellow. We all have it in our pocket. It is embedded with up to 14 sensors. You can correct me, Sune. 14 on the newest ones, and it's perfectly suited for this kind of treatment, actually. That kind of treatment. And what was I going to say? Sorry. But yeah, it has this state. Sorry, it knows what you're doing every time. It knows how much you've slept. One of our colleagues actually had a 90% accuracy of how much you're sleeping just by the screen tapping on/off. Knows if with the GPS and know where you are all the time. So all this information we will take and we will make the patient do the same actually method just on the phone. So the person is actually gonna write down the activities he's gonna do. Every hour on the phone, we're gonna open up for the sensors as well. So we collect all this data. And now the interesting thing is that we are trying to see if we can, I will not say replace the psychologist, that's the wrong thing to say, but see if we can find the same thing that the psychologist is looking for. If we can see which kind of activities that the person has done promotes healthy behavior, and again, which activities have promoted bad behavior, completely automatic. So in that sense, we're trying to do be like Uber that doesn't have any taxis. We're trying to do a good psychological treatment without any psychologist, if this works. So yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Once again, a new format. So there's so many ways to spend 3 minutes. I really liked just having some simple visual aids to accompany what's mostly just a verbal presentation. So I thought that's really nice. Very clearly presented why are we doing this, what's the point, and you had like a mini stumble, but you recovered very nicely. And I guess if I had to pull out a weakness, it would be that like just how the phone collecting these data and doing some presentation, how that would replace like an hour's conversation with a clinical expert, still like making that last connection and convincing me like you've got it, like I'll send my sick brother your way or whatever. Like you still need to close that loop, but it was like a very nice presentation.
Thank you.
Yeah, I agree. I like the presentation a lot, and I like your slides. I was really curious. I was thinking, what the hell is that? But I think that's okay as long as you just explain what it is. And it was an important, that piece of paper became an important part of your presentation. Maybe it took me a little while to grasp it in the beginning, maybe because I missed actually when you said depression, so I had to try and listen. And then you also did that with saying, like you all know, a couple of times.
I did it on purpose, because you just said about depression is, I was there to say it's, it wasn't part of my presentation, but I just
yes, but I was wondering, because do we all know what kind of steps people go through with these kind of questionnaires? And I'm not sure. So, but really nice presentation. Thank you.
yeah, you have a great presence when you perform, and it's nice to see and a great presentation. Only one thing, I've been sitting here being curious about how deep your solution is. I mean, what's your unique selling point? Because this could probably, I mean, the same presentation could probably be done by a local app developer, and I have no idea what your special power is in this app. What do you actually, what are your solution?
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you.